close because there's not a lot of space, but it's just silent up here. How beautiful! We're about to land. Apparently it's going to be smooth. How was that,
So much fun, so beautiful, so yeah, peaceful, really, really nice.
what a special experience to share with my girl.
Yay! That's it.
Look at this. What an amazing experience that was. So I'm in Cappadocia in Turkey. This was a life list or bucket list experience for me. I call it my life list. If you would like to see more of this and some inspiration for what else to put on your life list, then check out all the details below. And also the details on the company I went with, Discovery Tours. I booked it through Get Your Guide. The link is below. And if you do want some inspiration on that life list, then sign up to my newsletter. Again, all the links are below, and you can get 201 of my inspirational tips for a life list and loads of weekly travel inspiration and ideas. Thank you so much for joining me on Sue Where Why What, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. So here we are in Cappadocia in Turkey. We've been on an air balloon flight this morning, and now we're going sunset on a horse. I'm not natural on horses, so we're looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So wish me luck. Thanks for joining me. We have the dogs following us all the way. If you're loving this video, then don't forget to sign up below for my newsletter with loads of tips, tricks, inspiration and destinations for your next trip. And particularly sign up if you're a woman who's into solo travel or wants to be, and you're over 40 or over 50. I'd love to share my journey. All the links you need are below. And this here is the Rose Valley, so named because of the colour of the stone, and Actually, we flew over here earlier on our hot air balloon ride. So gorgeous to see it in a different light. And in a totally different form of transport. Look at this. Actual caves by the looks of things. And here we are, stop for a rest. And here's the gorgeous, hardest working horse in the pack, Caravaggio. You're good, you're a good girl. Thank you. To rush out at the cave dwelling. I'm in Cappadocia. It's just after 6 a.m. I went up in a hot air balloon yesterday. And if you can't, for whatever reason, you don't want to, get to a roof terrace and check it out. They're literally all just taking off. How magical. When you're planning your stay in Cappadocia, one thing you have to make sure of is that wherever you're staying has a roof terrace. And this is why I'm about to go up to mine. Hello! Good morning. Good morning. Yay! Woo! This is definitely a sign. Morning. Oh my word. So, welcome to Uchisar Castle, about 15 minutes outside Goreme, and I've got loads of information from our tour guide that I'm just trying to process so that I can tell you what's happening. So basically, as I understand it, 9 million years ago there was a volcanic explosion which caused ash and all of other volcanic stuff all over the area, and through the years of erosion, that's what's caused all of these amazing rock formations. And in terms of the civilizations and why we have these, one of the big things in Cappadocia is that 6000 BC they actually started digging underground and created their first civilizations underground, because the temperatures under there, it's antibacterial because of everything in the volcanic matter, and so it's actually a really good place to live, and it regulates the temperatures really well. And then when the Christians fled the Romans, they came to the same area, but rather than going underground, they made holes and they made their houses in these areas. They also have some really small, so they kept pigeons because they used pigeons or pigeon poop as fertilizer, and in some of them there are some really small holes. I'm trying to look at some, I think I'm at the wrong angle here, and that's where they kept the pigeons, which gave them the fertilizer to grow the food so that they could live. So fascinating. And now I'm going to go and explore. Look at this. So I'm on the Red Tour. The great thing about being on a tour is that you get all the info, which is fascinating, and our tour guide is actually really good at explaining it all. The downside of being in a tour is I could be here for hours, and we literally have 15 minutes and I'm already late. So second stop on the tour is Goreme Open Air Museum. We're going to be here for about an hour, so a little bit longer. We've just been inside the church, I guess. It's absolutely unbelievable. Built in the 8th century, and I think worked on again in the 10th century. And there's frescoes all over the inside of the wall and the roof, depicting all sorts of biblical stories, all going around in like a cinematic fashion all around the walls. Absolutely stunning. Not allowed to take any videos or photos in there, so you have to come and sit for yourself. So on the Red Tour, having had 15 minutes at Uchisar Castle, which I thought was way too little, we then had an hour and a half at Goreme Open Air Museum. And here we have the beautifully named Love Valley. Amazing for sunset apparently, amazing for sunrise. The balloons go off over there. I don't think we need any explanation as to why it's called Love Valley, do we? Our stop here is only 15 minutes, and then we head for some lunch. And now we're at the Darwent Valley, or Imagination Valley. And the whole idea here is that there are various rock formations that you use your imagination to see what they are. So this one over here is the camel. I can see that quite clearly. our final stop on the tour is Pasabag Valley, or Monk's Valley, also where there are what they're famous for in Cappadocia is the fairy chimneys, called because of the rock formation created from the hard rock of volcanic explosions lying over the softer rock of ash from previous explosions, I think, and that creates the little hat on top, and then the water erosion erodes the soft rock underneath, leaving the little hat. And so they thought that they looked like chimneys, and then monks used to come here and meditate, and this over here is a church. So this is Simon's church. We've seen holes that were dug for graves in there, and it's actually 3 stories high, all carved into the rock. It's pretty amazing, really. Yeah, so the whole idea is they're chimneys, but somebody clearly lives there because there's holes in them, and therefore they believe they're the fairies, hence the fairy chimneys. Wow, what a day on the Red Tour. I'll be honest, you may have noticed I've struggled to take on all the information that's been thrown at us today. Fascinating in terms of geography and geology and history, and it's been a huge religious education as well. So if you're looking for a mix of all of those and just awe-inspiring landscapes, then absolutely 100% do the Red Tour. So that was the Red Tour in Cappadocia. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to know more about solo travel or hear more about my adventures around the world, then check out all the details, and I'll leave the details for how you can book this tour for yourself down in the comments. But yeah, sign up to my newsletter for loads of inspiration and top tips, and particularly if you'd like some advice on a one-to-one basis or a group basis. If you want to travel but you have no idea where to start, then definitely head over to my blog, Sue Where Why What. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to catching up with you next time.